And this is a sword that has never before been shown by me on the internet to anyone. So happy birthday, Jonas. This is for you and for you as a special gift. This is the first sword I ever bought with my own money. And yeah, it's not really a real sword. It's a stainless steel wall hanger cheapo. You can see where the tang shoulders of the blade are starting to poke through the, I don't know what this metal head is, pot metal I'm guessing. It's a stainless steel blade that as a kid I beat the snot out of. And when I mean I beat the snot out, I mean I beat the snot out of it. It's got all sorts of notches and nicks and scratches and scuffs, and I took it to a wire wheel trying to take the scratches and stuff out of it at one point. Yep, first one I ever bought with my own money, and I just never gotten rid of it. It's supposed to be some sort of a Tai Chi sword, but you know, it's one of those things. I think most of us who collect swords have encountered a sword of this quality at some point or another. This is mine. I think I was 10 when I bought that. I have several bear blades from RoninSwords.com. They're Hanakages. I intend to clean them up and to mount them. They came with a lot of water damage and stuff on them because they were damaged in shipping to Ronin Swords, not to me. Brian Dreyer did not send them to me, you know, thinking I was getting a beautiful, pristine sword. No, he told me that they were damaged from the get-go, and I got them really cheap knowing that. I got a Tanto from him that he was nice enough to send me without me even asking for it. He sent it to me with the rest of these, and it's a very nice gesture from him. I'm still working on trying to get it mounted. This is another bear blade that is a little bit further along in the process. I've polished it up and I've sharpened it up. It's functional sharp. It's polished nicely. I've had it in various mounts before, but the only mounts I have to put it in are the mounts from my old Kaze, the one that broke, that I'm still waiting on Sam Salvati to get back to me. Yeah, that's another time for another thing. Anyway, so it's still waiting for its own mounts. This is the Masahiro Horseman, which came from you, Jonas. You should recognize it. Thank you very much. It was from the October contest. It wasn't very much of a cutter, but it has a nice carbon steel blade, so I blunted it and made it into my training Iaito. So I apologize, but I lied to you earlier when I said that was all the weapons I take with me to ninja class, because I take this too. My more recent prize, thank you Jonas and Mark, is the Hanwei Practical Light. Still in pristine condition after even after the cutting I've done with it. Still razor sharp. Beautiful sword, excellent sword, very good cutter. Love it. One of my favorites. Next, this is my Jonis Kaze Katana. This is my heavy cutter. This is a really nice sword. I don't care what people say about Jonis and how much they may gripe or whatever. I like the Kaze. This Kaze has done some pretty serious things, and I'm very impressed with it. I like it a lot. It's nice and heavy, but it's not too heavy. It's very sturdy. I'm really happy with it. The only thing I really don't like about it is the Fuchi and the Kashira, and I'm not too thrilled with the shape of the Tsuka. It's a little bit too narrow this way, just a little bit. Other than that, though, great sword, love it. Last sword, and my favorite. This is my Valiant Armory Angus Trim Custom Tuned Practical Arming Sword. It's katana sharp. It cuts just awesome. I mean, it's balanced straight. It's the best medieval style sword I've seen for under $300 anywhere, anyhow. This is a great sword, and it's my favorite. And lastly, but certainly not least, I have the mace. I showed this thing off a little while back, did a review. It's heavy, it's powerful. I tell you what, it's just absolutely awesome, the amount of destructive force you can put into something with a mace. This is a frightening weapon right here. And if ever a bad guy breaks into my house intent on harming my family, Oxycontin is what he's going to meet. That's what this is called. My wife named it that, thinking she'd be cute. She saw, and when she first saw, she didn't think it'd be too heavy, and she didn't think it'd be very a very dangerous or impressive weapon. But then that was when she saw it on the internet. When she saw it in person, though, she immediately realized, wow, that's a massive weapon. It's got a presence when you hold it in your hand that you just can't appreciate on the internet. So, also by Windlass. Good mace. Really like it. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one more. How could I forget? This is the second oldest sword here. Used to be one of my favorites. This is a scimitar I got from my grandmother when she went to a trip to Mexico. I think I was, probably about 12 or 14 years old when she brought this back from Mexico. And it's not got real scimitar shape, but anyway, it is what it is. It's got aluminum fittings. It's got a stacked leather handle. But I call it steel bane because this darn blade is the toughest thing I have ever come across. I can't tell you the abuse that this thing has been put to. And does it chip? Does it nick? Does it dent? No. I've never seen anything like it. It's absolutely amazing. So anyway, had this one since I was a kid. Man, I banged it on trees and rocks. I used to seek out just anything that was made of metal that I could bang it against to see which would win, whether this would dent the other thing or the other thing would dent this. The scimitar just about always won. There was a few things that got it, but very, very few. And that's why, as a kid, I called it Steel Bane. And that's my collection. Happy birthday, Jonas. UBC. Can you make the cut?